بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين استغفر الله ربي وأتوب إليه. First of all, I'd like to apologize for the bad throat. It's always a challenge in the morning, Fajrs. So what I was speaking about for the past couple of weeks was about the sacred secrets of sleeping. And so that is, we talked about a couple of things. And so right now, think about that when we go to sleep, we're in the most vulnerable and powerless state that we're going to be in. For a couple of hours, if we don't have any sense of spiritual protection, then it is only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that can give us any sense of security. So just as before we go to sleep, we lock the doors, maybe lock our car, we check the security, we turn it on, maybe we turn on the backyard light, and different things we do. So this is part of our physical protection, but even more important is our spiritual protection. And the Prophet ﷺ, he told us how to do that in several ways before we go to sleep. One of which was recorded in Sahih Bukhari. Aisha radiallahu anha, she says that the Prophet ﷺ, when he wanted to go to sleep, إِذَا أَوَى إِلَى فِرَاشِهِ, when he wanted to go to his bed, جَمَعَ كَفَيْهِ, he would bring his hands together, he would cup them together just like this. ثُمَّ يَنْفُثُ فِيهِمَا, and he would blow into them. Just like that, a gentle blow, dry spit, not too much. And then he would recite into them, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ وَقُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ وَقُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ. These last three surahs of the Quran, which we know as the Mu'awwidhat. And then after that, he would يَمْسَحُ بِهِمَا مِسْتَطَاعَ مِنْ جَسَدِهِ. He would wipe whatever he could of his body. And he would do that 3 times. And so, there are 2 methods to do this. One of them is to read each of the last 3 surahs, Surah Al-Ikhlas, then Surah Al-Falaq, then Surah Al-Nas, and then blow and then wipe ourselves, and then do that twice, and then do that 3 times. Or you could do Surah Al-Ikhlas 3 times, blow and wipe. Then Surah Al-Falaq 3 times, blow and wipe. And Surah Al-Nas 3 times, blow and wipe. All the ahadith, they mentioned blowing before, but all the commentaries of the hadith, they said that after reciting, then we blow. And so whichever one is done should be okay. And so this is the sunnah that we're told. This is the same sunnah to recite it once after each salah, these last 3 surahs, and to do them 3 times in the morning and 3 times in the evening. And so after Fajr and after Asr, we can do them 3 times, and we will be doing both sunnahs. However, the cupping of the hands, this should be done specifically before sleeping. So that is an extra detail. Now, this is the 657th day since our brothers in Gaza have been under siege. And so, subhanAllah, even though they go to sleep looking at a roof and they don't know if they're going to wake up looking at the same ceiling, or whether they're going to wake up underneath the rubble, or whether they're going to not wake up at all. But despite all their unfortunate circumstances, they still cling on and live with the ayat. They still recite their mu'awwidat before their sleep. And so taking them as an example, if we see that they're doing this in a state of war, then even more should we be doing this in a state of peace. And so every time we go to sleep, let us make this a habit. Follow the sunnah, and inshallah subhanahu wa ta'ala will see the difference in our lives. Subhanakallah wa bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk, walhamdulillah.